How are you guys?
Fine, and yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good here. It's very hot.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have air conditioning, so we're good.
I'll take it while we have it because it's going to be cold in about 4 months, right?
Yes.
So where are you guys? You're in Montreal?
Well, right now exactly we're in Longueuil, South Shore, Montreal. That's where I live. But, yeah, we're in Montreal.
So for anybody who doesn't know about your band, can you give us like a quick history of how we got to where we are now?
Actually the band started back in
2016.
Yeah, it was called Empty Minds back then. We kind of met each other through like friends of friend, and we got introduced by other people, and as soon as we jammed together for the first time, we knew that we had to
there's this special connection
that made us just start a band. At first it was called Empty Minds. We released a couple songs, two albums, but we were like mostly messing around, just recording stuff. And 2 years ago, last year actually, we decided to because of COVID and everything, we had like new songs that like sounded way different from everything that we did before, and we chose to like start a new band called Tarbox. So that was kind of the main reason that we changed the name and started the new project. But like what pushed us to like really do it is our name got stolen on like every streaming platforms. I don't know how.
It was EDM electronic music band from like Europe. They called themselves Empty Minds also, and all of their music ended up on our streaming platforms, mixed up with our songs on their label and our stuff. And we had issues. We wrote to Spotify, they removed it. It came back like 3 times, so we did fuck that.
At first we went to Spotify telling them like, oh well, I'm sorry, but this isn't us. Can you remove his song? They were like, all right, yeah, sure, we'll remove his song. Then it came back again. We decided to do it again, and I don't know when, but we checked like, well, wait, is it on other streaming platforms? And we went on like iTunes, and there were like 100 songs that weren't us on our profile. We just had like this one song and one album, and we're like, all right, well, that's it. We'll change our name because it's way too complicated.
So what kind of music were you playing as Empty Minds? How would you sum it up?
Basically the same base, I guess. Where a lot of our inspiration comes from grunge and modern bands like Billy Talent, for example. And I think we just had an evolution of that old sound and mixed up some new influences. What can we say? Maybe like a little bit of new wave sometimes, or kind of Deftones-ish influences, Marilyn Manson, and we added a little more aggressivity, but it's not like a hardcore stuff.
Yeah, it's like what we did before was way more like 90s Pearl Jam, like softer kind of grunge music.
Yeah. We love Pearl Jam.
And doing new songs and stuff, we felt like we wanted to go more with like a modern sound, try to add some more ambient stuff within like this heavier and kind of darker grungy sound that we had.
I think it will remain the main influence of the band. But we had the chance to listen to a lot of new stuff while the COVID, everybody was inside, and the only thing we had was fucking music. So
Have you guys actually played live as Tarbox or
No. yet.
No, yeah.
Our first show will be our release show on September 17th, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. At
Okay.
the Petit Campus in Montreal. Yeah.
it's going to be a where?
Le Petit Campus in Montreal.
yeah.
First floor of the Café Campus.
Yeah. Cool. That's a nice little room.
We sold out the show within a week, so
Amazing. Okay, so we don't have to promote that for you.
Maybe we'll maybe add a date, like another show, just because
like there was so many people that wanted tickets and couldn't have the chance to buy some. So we're looking forward to add another show, maybe in another place also, because
like we knew that we were like probably gonna sell out the show, but
not in the first week. Like in 6 days,
people are ready. After the year and a half we had, people are ready to get back out there and see live music.
We had a lot of friends and families, but like we had a lot of other people that from talking to each other, and
cool.
We managed to sell out in 6 days.
Yeah. So you mentioned it's going to be an album release show, and you've released 2 singles so far, right?
Yeah.
So we've had Cursed and White Lie. Are those songs representative of the album? Do you think that's a good kind of, it gives a feel of what the album's about?
Yeah, I think Cursed is more like you were saying like before, what our sound was like when we were playing Empty Minds. I would say that like White Lie is more like it kind of.
We were still Empty Minds when we wrote it.
Yeah, it sticks more to like what we did before. And Cursed is really where we want to go with like the other stuff. And the album is kind of split half and half with like songs that sound more like White Lie, that are maybe a bit simpler as to like the general sound of the songs. And we got the other half that's more ambient and follows more where we wanted to go with Cursed.
We wrote half of the album like between 2017 and 19. So like there's a lot of old songs that we reworked and reproduced with our Dave Traina, the guy that recorded our album and produced.
Yeah.
You know Dave, right?
From the Damn Truth.
Yeah, exactly.
So he produced the album and recorded. So we worked a lot on those songs, and we had like 20 versions of them at the end.
Right.
And like Cursed and another song that I won't reveal the name yet are the 2 most recent songs. Like we wrote them just before, after the first wave of COVID.
Like during the summer last year, like right before going in studio.
June 2020. Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
Like the latest songs that were created, and we were so pumped up. I think we wrote the 2 songs within like 3 jams. They were all set and like, okay, let's work them with Dave and roll the tape.
So what can you tell us about the album right now?
There's a lot of emotions. Because we went through some really hard situations last year. Yeah. And
we lost some family members, and we kind of wrote the album for them, and like some of the lyrics and are like dedicated to them. So I think that the album we try not to make it like a downer or like an album that's too dark, but it's definitely I would say emotionally charged. Like
loaded with emotions.
Yeah.
But we added also on 2 songs. We hired I don't know if you know Phil Muse. He plays a cello, so we hired him to play on 2 like more soft songs.
Yeah,
soft,
and it turned out like really great. Like it had been like a long time that we wanted to add like strings to our album, like to one of our albums, and we never kind of had the time or like, I don't know,
did the move and had the money to hire someone.
We finally did, and Dave just found us this awesome dude that came in the studio with his cello, and he wrote charts.
We don't know shit how about read music and write music, so the guy like wrote his own chart off of our song, and we were like, dude, that's cool.
Wow. Cool. So how are you going to do that live? Will he play live with you at all?
Not yet.
Nah,
but I guess in the future we'll maybe manage to hire someone if it's not him.
Yeah, but we'll definitely try to add like a cello, something like we probably should do it actually before maybe the release.
It's in a short lapse of time, so we'll see if we are able to. But still, the songs are sounding pretty good without it. So it's more from the ambience on the record. But there's one of the two songs that we're, I guess, not gonna play really often live because it's really
well, there's a whole lot of ambience in that song that we won't necessarily be able to reproduce in live. Yeah.
So obviously back in the 90s, grunge and alternative rock was like a big deal, and it kind of fell out of favor for a long time. Do you feel like it's ready for a comeback, and do you want to be, are you ready to be a part of that?
Definitely.
I think like the fashion trends and everything are getting back to the 90s, like everybody bleaching their freaking hair. And we all love to go and shopping in like a Value Village and
but I don't know, it's not only fashion. I think like that grunge music
vibe comes back,
but I think that grunge music got kind of killed, like this fashion stuff that wasn't really about the music. But like that's like when we think about the music, I feel like there's been a long lapse of time where there weren't bands like in the last few years, like actual bands. Like we had like two-piece bands, like maybe Royal Blood that had like these sick riffs, and we had like maybe one band that I can think of that came like maybe like 5 years ago, like Highly Suspect, was like a three-piece that did like maybe more poppy but like still rock songs, and people really like dug into them. Obviously we have Dirty Neil that are just,
and I don't know if you know the Run for Cover Records. It's a label from Boston, I think.
I've heard of it. I don't know much about it.
They have like 3 bands that we absolutely love that really are bringing back that vibe. It's Basement from the UK. It's like one of my favorite freaking bands. Super Heaven also, all in the same.
Narrowhead.
Narrowhead is
Narrowhead are great. I love that band.
So really ambient voice and like kind of helmet filter, jawbox influences, like more underground, but
still, you know, that's kind of hard studs. And I think that before, like Run for Cover was signing more like metal and like maybe pop punk bands, but they're like they're like bringing back. I think they're like the next Sub Pop Records kind of. Yeah, we feel like it. Yeah,
they're bringing the vibe back.
So to answer your question, we definitely believe that 90s grunge and rock vibe can come back and be popular again.
If it doesn't come by its own, we're gonna bring it back.
Okay. Well, I'll be right behind you because I'm a big fan of all of that kind of stuff. So, so going back to you guys, like when you were growing up, what was the first album that kind of made you think about music in a more personal way? Like it wasn't background music on the radio anymore. You heard one record or one album, and it kind of made it more of your own.
It was the first album that I bought was U2, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb.
You talk about language. Look, I have U2 on the wall back there.
Oh yeah. Joshua Tree. But I started with like How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb because I was young and I fell in love with Vertigo.
Yeah, that was
and I wanted the album that had like this song on. And that's kind of where it started for me, where I definitely wanted to start playing guitar and sing, I guess. But singing came later than guitar. Like at first I really wanted to like play guitar and start doing stuff like The Edge with delay and everything.
Little Memory Man.
And
like the fun fact is that I also started wanted to do music because of U2. The first album I got like really into and crazy about was War.
Nice.
So I looked into that record like so many times and like carried it everywhere I was going, and I had to buy another copy because it didn't even work at the end. Because I played it so much that it just wrecked. It didn't work. So yeah, War was the turning point for me for like my career path.
And what about like other Montreal bands? Is there anybody that's kind of doing similar kind of stuff to you, playing like the grunge alternative rock sound?
There's not a lot, if there's some, because we don't really know any other, like a few, but like we have Tug of War that is going to be our first act on the release show. They're really kind of Pearl Jam-ish.
Like early
Pearl
grunge,
Jam, Vitalogy, Versus, and 10 kind of influences, and a lot more Foo Fighters, all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's a girl that sings, and she's amazing.
Yeah, she's
shout out to Gab.
That's a great band. But from Montreal, I don't know. Like we have a good friend of ours are playing in Mooch. I don't know if you know that band. It's more
kind of stoner.
I would say it's 90s influence, but it's not the same genre. It's more like a stoner desert rock that they're playing.
They take their last album with Brand Bjork of Caius. We had a good show with them 2 years ago when we
before
we
COVID,
had a tour. Yeah. With the Gins from Vancouver also. That I think the other band that could follow us in Canada with like the same vibe would be the Gins, probably from Vancouver.
Okay. They played they went on Shome like 2 years ago when we were on tour. They got interviewed, and I think they played live session on Jason Rockman's show,
something like that. They're really awesome dudes. Really cool. We partied with them a lot, and
but that's heavily Nirvana inspired, heavily. Even
the singer looks a bit like Kurt Cobain, and
physical
three-piece with a tall bass player and the
drummer with the long dark hair and the skinny blonde singer.
It's really fun, but they have a really cool sound. Doesn't sound exactly like Nirvana. They really have I think that the singer likes the Strokes a lot. He told us, and kind of stuff like that.
Okay, I'll check it out.
I never wanted to change a thing, even if it makes you cry. I don't want to live like this. You know I'm wrong.
The album's coming out what date?
September 16th, one day, 15th. I'm sorry, 2 days before the release, the album release show.
Okay, and can you tell us the title yet or not?
It's Saviors.
The two father and our bass player's father also.
They passed away, and they were we tried to do this these two this concept of two angels that are watching above, and
they were
making sure that everything's fine, and
they were our main supporters for from the beginning, and Simon's dad bought a van because he needed one, but he bought it for us for touring and all that stuff, and
it was our very first tour. Simon's father, he's and it was a small tour, by the way, nothing big.
5 days, and
maybe 4 shows and 3 shows in 5 days, something like that. And we were well, are we going 2 cars, 3 cars? I wish we could rent a van or something. And his dad, he's hey
guys, I bought a van.
No, wait up. Out of nowhere, he's well, I kind of need a pickup, but you know what? Instead of buying a pickup, what if I buy myself a big Chevrolet Express with the bigger one with seats and stuff? I could put some stuff in there when I work. I think he used it
3 times. And then we did 20,000 kilometers with it. Canada, both sides of Canada with it, and
anyway,
no, so that's a really nice tribute. I think that's a really nice thing to do. And then so the album's out on the 15th. 2 days later, you're going to do this show. Where can people find out about that?
On our Facebook page, on Instagram, we try to post like as much as we can about like the show. Like as soon as there are another dates for like the people that wish they could come and like didn't get tickets in time, like we'll post like this new date. Maybe it's gonna be another
Probably
venue.
another place.
Yeah, because it's kind of pretty booked.
If people just search for Tarbox, you'll come up.
Yeah, Tarbox Band is our Instagram, and we're kind of starting of thinking about a TikTok also.
Yeah,
You're gonna be doing dance routines.
yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, we could start a trend. Like we should find a grunge dance
song, and
we could do like the Pat Smear dance move, when he's playing guitar. Like that could be a trend.
Our bass player Simon, he's really good to imitate Pat Smear. So
yeah,
we could do that. He's
Nice.
probably the funniest guy, like to film and do crazy stuff.
He's a great dancer.
Yeah.
Cool, man. And then what's going to be after that? You've got the album coming out. You're going to do the show, and then have you got any more plans beyond that?
We're disbanding after.
And then you're going to reform.
Eventually book a tour. Yeah. Another name again. We're probably going to book a tour. We have a few ideas for touring,
nothing concrete that we can actually say like we're gonna do this
because of the restrictions and everything. Like we all got our vaccines and everything, but like we don't know if they're gonna block the borders again or something. So we can't even like think about only Ontario and not even sure we were gonna be able to go like next year. So
definitely next year we'll try to maybe book ourselves to a tour
across maybe Quebec, but we thought about like CEGEPs and universities, maybe something different.
Like college,
colleges, something different.
Yeah,
but eventually it's gonna be Europe. That's our main goal. Like,
maybe by the end of next year we'll try to go and do a tour. Do a tour in Europe. Yeah.
Well, I look forward to hearing the album in full. I really love the 2 singles that you put out so far, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you live sometime in Montreal.
Well,
for sure. We'll remember.
Yeah, thanks for spending some time with me, and enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you in person soon.
Yes,
all right.
Thanks.
Thank you.